information on where my friend's girlfriend lives because they knew where his mum lived, but he wasn't staying at his mum's house. He was staying at his girl's house.
Yeah.
And they wanted to know where the girl lived. So they've got me at gunpoint saying, "Where's?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "You're gonna have to kill me, literally, honestly." Yeah, and I thought I was gonna be a gunner, to be honest with you. And I just started calling some names of some guys who I was doing work for at the time, and I think
did you not give out fake addresses or?
No,
I would have gone straight to that, man.
No, I didn't. I said I didn't know because it was the girlfriends. So I just I don't know where his girlfriend lives. Sorry, I did.
Yeah, of course,
but I don't. You ask me where his girlfriend lives. I don't know where his fucking girlfriend lives. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Simple like that. And I ended up calling, I thought I was going to be a gunner. I ended up calling names of some guys I was working for at the time. And I think one of the names must have ring a bell with them and they didn't really want to. When I called someone's name and they realized I was working with him, I could see they didn't want to touch me no more. You understand what I'm saying? So they actually dropped me back to Hackney.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, well, they took the car. Oh, yeah, in my own car.
Chauffeur driven.
Yeah, chauffeur driven. And they dropped me to Mare Street. And I walked home. It was like, and I walked home from there. So I made it out alive.
Papa was still sleeping.
My car was gone. My scales were gone. And my last 80 quid. And I nearly lost my life. But I was all right. And Papa was still sleeping. So I had to go back and say, "Dad, you know what happened last night?" And he's like, "What happened?" I'm like, nothing really bothered my dad. He was like, "Really?" He said, "You're joking."
You're joking?
Oh, can't we crack on with it next day now? Like, all right. You know? Yeah. I think that must have been my karma for kidnapping that guy. And that was, oh man, my life's a movie. Yeah.
I'm wondering if any of our podcast guests were involved in what happened to you. There's a rival podcaster, first name Marvin, was involved in a lot of that kind of activity, kidnapping, robbing people.
It could have been.
Yeah.
I don't think so, though.
All right. Next one then is a year later. Yeah. Your kidnap karma wasn't quite deleted. No. Because at age 19...
Very true, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
I know.
Was it Rise of the Foot Soldier that had the Turks in it, the movie, James?
I think so.
Rise of the Foot Soldier, was it the Turks? Who were quite heavy mob in that. Yeah.
Was it?
The Turks. I think they were the heavy mob in that, weren't they?
I think so.
I thought it was the Essex.
I think so. I watched that.
But the Essex were scared of the Turks.
Yes. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
The what?
They were like wary of them. Wary of the Turks. In that movie.
Turks.
In that movie.
Yeah.
The Turks were heavy duty characters in that movie, weren't they?
I'm sure they was.
Yeah.
I'm sure they was.
But the Turks come into your life at age 19.
Yes, they did. Yeah, many of them. I grew up with Turkish people all my life. Big up all my Turkish friends.
So how did you come to get kidnapped by Turks?
This is a whole deal gone wrong.
Does it start with weed?
Yeah.
Business?
Yeah, it starts with weed business.
Oh, man.
Now,
kids, do you see what weed businesses lead to?
It don't lead to nothing good.
These videos are educational with life lessons for young people.
Yes.
We are not glamorizing crime.
No, we don't at all. No.
Exactly.
And you know, that's the thing about it. I'm not proud of any of this stuff. This is just, I mean, we laugh about it now, but this ain't stuff to be proud of.
No, but it's what people want to hear.
Yeah. It's life experiences. And this is a highlight for people to know. Don't do this life because this is what happens. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to go down this road. Trust me.
We're smiling because we're still alive.
Yeah, that's why we're smiling. Thank you. Because I can't believe we made it here. I can't believe I'm here with you.
Same here.
I'm not meant to be with you now.
After seeing that.
And you're not probably meant to be with me. And neither are you.
We are all here.
We're lucky.
Yeah.
We are. All right, so set the table with the Turks then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. So my friend had some weed from Jamaica, really cheap. He phoned me up. He says, "Tugger, I got some killer high grade. £1,300 a key." Now that's really good because we sell this by the pound and the key is £2.25. So I'm like, wow, that sounds good. Let me come around and have a look at this weed. So you say for a kilo, 1,300 pounds for a kilo. He says, yeah, 1,300 pounds for a kilo. So I go around and see it. So I know this guy at the time, he wants weed, high grade. He's mad over buying high grade and he's willing to pay anything as long as it's the proper quality. He don't mind. He'll pay $3,000 a key. He'll pay 3,500 a key as long as it's the quality he's looking for. So I went round and saw the weed. I thought, yeah, this is really good Jamaican weed. So I let my guy know, yo, I got the good thing, you know. So I told him 2,700. So that's quite a nice bit of profit for me, right?
Yeah.
What's that like? £1,200 profit, something like that. So I said, I got the killer for you. I knew that's what he was paying at the time. So I wasn't really overcharging because that was the going rate. It was that I said, how much you paying? 2,700. I got the killer for you, 2,700. Don't worry about what I'm getting it for. Bye. He says, yeah, I want it. So he comes with his £2,700. I said, drive me round the corner. So the guy I was getting it from was like a couple roads away from me. So I drove him and I parked him up like a road away from his house so he wouldn't see where I'm going. So he gave me the 2,700. I don't want to go into my friend's house now with the 2,700 to let him know how much money I'm making out of this deal. So there's a pub outside his house called the Shakespeare, and I end up going to the pub and go in the toilet and separate the money. And I take £1,500 out and I hide the rest in my pants.
Obviously.
And I've gone up, okay, and I've pretended I've got 1,500 for the door and I'm making £300 profit instead of 1,200. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I start letting him know I'm making 1,200, he's gonna want a bit more money. So I'm like, nah, you know what I'm getting. So I've gone up there and say, hey. So he said, all right, give me the money, I'll be back in half an hour. Now I trust him, he's my friend, no problem. I said, all right, give him the money. I even said, there's an extra 100 quid for you, drink. Because look, I made 30, now there's a little 100 quid there, drink, everything. Anyway, so half an hour pass, he don't come. I'm sitting in his house. 1 hour. Uh-oh. 1 hour passes. I phone him. I said, Joe, where are you? Oh, I'm soon come, Doug. I'm on my way. I got it. I'm on the way. 2 hours passes. The guy's outside the house waiting around the corner. He's going mad now after 2 hours. He's like, where is this guy? What are you doing? You're robbing me. I'm like, no, calm down. Everything's all right. He's just a little bit delayed. Don't worry. It's Jamaican people timing. Keep you calm. Do you understand what I'm saying? As I was trying to break it down, so I said, don't worry, it's on the way. Everything's fine. It's just a little bit of a delay. I'm really upset with him as well. He's taking long, but I've spoke to him. He's not like he's not answering his phone. He's answering his phone. He's just taking fucking forever here. Long. 2 hours turned into 3 hours.
Right.
3 hours turned into 4 hours. Now, I don't know, but by the 4th hour, he must have... Now, what happened was he kind of followed me to see where I was going. I didn't know he knew where I was going.
Right.
So I've got him parked 2 roads away. And I ain't even gone back to the car. I'm just phoning him and saying, motherfucker, wait. I'm waiting. I can't do nothing but wait.
No.
And I'm going mad on my friend right now. I said, where the fuck are you, man? This guy's outside your house 2 roads away waiting. I want to get out of here. He's driving me nuts. Where are you with this fucking weed? Please, come on. 4 hours, 5 hours. He must have called out that. This guy... He wasn't the biggest of lads and he wasn't really, I don't think he could have really done much by himself. So he must have felt it. By the 5 hours gone now, he must have felt, and it's the first time he's done business with me. So by the 5 hours passed, he thought, oh, this guy's trying to rob me. So he was in contact with a Turkish mob.
Right.
So he's phoned up his Turkish mob and these guys have pulled up about 5 cars of them. I'm only 19 years old at the time and he's like, oh, they're like late 20s, 30s. There's like a whole Turkish mob, like 5 cars, Bimmers, Mercs have pulled up now. And they've half kicked down my man. They found out where I am and they've all half forced me. They've half not kicked down the door, but I've had to let them in because they know where I am. And they're all in the house waiting with me. So everyone's in his flat now. He's got a studio flat. We're all there. I'm there with the guy. I've got the weed to give me the money and his mob. Pressure. And I'm on the phone like, Joe, where the fuck are you, Joe? I'll say Joe, because Joe, you did me wrong for this. You know this. Joe, where the fuck are you? Tugger, I'm coming. And if I ever meet you, if I ever introduce you to Joe, this is a nightmare person to deal with. I'm coming. I'm on the way. Me soon come. I'm like, Joe, I'm up in your yard with about 10 Turks. These men are, oh, blood. They're angry. Blood. you need to get here with this weed now. I don't know what's going to happen here next. They're all losing their patience in the house. He ain't even got, he's only a studio flat. He's got 2 turntables. He was a DJ at the time, jungle DJ.
Yeah.
He's got 2 turntables, television. There's not a lot in there.
Did you actually ever find out where he was? What took him so long?
After?
Yeah.
No, other than him just taking the fucking piss. There was no reason for him to